Welcome to Libra Appliances. There are some common problems faced while preparing the roti with help of Libra Roti Maker. We shall explain all commonly made mistakes and how to prepare proper rotis. We are confident that this video shall be of great use to you while using the roti maker. So we suggest you to go through the entire video and enhance your roti making experience with Libra Roti Maker. Despite all, even after going through the entire video and trying your luck with preparing rotis, if you need any further help, you can always call our virtual demonstration team whose number is mentioned on the roti maker itself for further help. Number 1. Using the right kind of flour. There are two kinds of wheat flour available in the market, one packed or refined and another which we buy from the local chakki or use flour grinder and the home. For best performance, it is best to use the packed flour. If we try to use the local flour as it is without processing, the roti will not get cooked properly. The reason is due to large particles which are present in the local flour. The dough shall become harder and the roti shall become thicker. As such, we shall find uncooked portions present in the cooked roti. We can use the local or the homemade flour, but it has to be processed, which is explained in the next clipping. We must sieve the local or the homemade flour with fine mesh before use and remove the larger particles from the flour. One might say that we are successful in making rotis without sieving while preparing on gas burner. I would say yes, you are right. But in case of roti maker, sieving is mandatory before dough preparation. If we make the dough and then the roti with the sieved flour, the roti is made successfully without any problems. One of the biggest mistake while using the roti maker is the art of preparation of dough. We must use 2 cups of flour and 1 cups of water or in a proportion of 2:1 to prepare the dough. Whether you add more water or less water, it shall not help. It shall either make the roti too thick or the dough too thin to use. Also, the water should not be put in together while preparing the dough. It should be added slowly, part by part, and the mixing should happen simultaneously. The dough should be kept aside for 30 minutes before preparing the ball, and it should be kept covered. The dough ball should be roughly 1 inch in diameter and rolled properly to avoid any cracks on the surface of the dough ball. Roll the dough ball with some dry flour and then slightly press it before placing the dough ball on the heating plate. The dough ball should be placed off center near the top edge of the heating plate and not in the middle of the plate. This is important. Otherwise, the dough shall not flatten properly into a perfect circle. If you are using the dough which was kept in the refrigerator, do not use it immediately after taking it out from the fridge. You must leave the dough for sufficient time so that it reaches the room temperature. Only after the temperature is normal, then you must add some water to it, mash it and mix it so that the dough becomes a soft dough. Use it only after doing the above process, or else your roti shall not get prepared properly. When you switch on the roti maker, the red light will glow. After waiting for about 5 to 7 minutes while the heating plate is getting hot, after that time you will find the green indicator will glow. You should start preparing the roti only after the green indicator has started once. The green indicator shall occasionally go on and off, which means that the thermostat is working and that should not stop you from preparing rotis. This is only during the first time of the operation. The dough ball should be pressed immediately after placing them on the heat plate and we should not wait. If we wait for long, then the bottom surface of the dough ball becomes hot and then there is a tendency for the dough ball to slip forward, thereby your flattening does not happen correctly. Do not press the handle for multiple times. The flattening of the dough should be done by pressing only once. And even if you press for multiple times, the dough ball shall not flatten further and restrict itself to the shape it attains in the first time. You should apply the required pressure to flatten the dough ball. If you press too hard, it shall make a squealing sound, which means the pressure is excess and it may tear the roti. But if you stop on time, it will not tear the roti. And if you press too soft, the flattening shall not happen in the right diameter and you shall get a small diameter thick roti which is not comfortable to eat. Press with adequate pressure for which you may need 2 to 3 practices, but you shall do it. There are two handles in the Libra multipurpose roti maker. One, the lifting handle, and two, the pressure handle. When pressing the dough ball to flatten to a roti, you must try and use both the hands simultaneously. If you are right-handed, then hold the lifting handle with the left hand and press the pressure handle with the right hand. And if you are left-handed, then you should do it vice versa, which means you should hold the lifting handle with right hand and press the pressure handle with the left hand. If you will follow the process, your rotis shall flatten to very nice flat round rotis. Hope you have learned the few tips and tricks for preparing roti in the Libra Roti Maker. Enjoy making rotis, and if you have any further queries about how to use the machine, please always free to get back to us. We are always available to help you anytime, any day.